What we are witnessing, what we really witnessed today, has to do with the Data Management Department taking us through its proposed data policy that will guide the way data is gathered in Parliament and then how it's distributed, how people outside, interested people can access the data.
We're reviewing the data management policy. Since I'm a lawyer, I'm here to review the policy, make sure that we have the right legal terms in it, and we'll make sure the policy doesn't lead to anything that will undermine Parliament.
We're here to explore pathways, mechanisms of data sharing and publishing among all parties.
So we should only focus on MDAs.
Yes.
Rights and responsibilities of NDAs, not Parliament. Okay.
So we will advise you to delete it now. Maybe after going
through.
realize that some of them you can just
Transfer.
as
Okay.
some of the ones
Okay.
to maybe that one break.
Hansard normally we can share web formats, and there are tools that can extract those salient information that you need. You can have big data, you have an AI tool that can extract whatever statistics you need. So if it's a readable format or searchable format, it can either be XML, HTML, or even Word, so that you can search. But then on our website, normally we put the PDFs there.
When you went to the Legon alumni lectures, and we were looking for data on just the numbers of MPs. So female, male, each electoral cycle. We sent somebody to go and sit at the library, right? Collected all the information, and each time, like we have
different.
With the right problem speaker, he said most of it is.
I am from the research department and I make use of data all the time. And so with this policy, what I'm learning is that it is possible I can access data anytime that I want. Data that I can trust, data that is authenticated, not data that probably you don't have the official seal on it. Because currently the problems we face is that when you need data, you definitely have to be running around from department to department what data you can find. Sometimes what you find is not a final data. It's not what has been approved. So, but with this policy, it means that we can always walk in and pick data that has been approved that we can use for our work.
Citizens want to get access to legislative data information. They want to participate in our legislative processes. They want to go to Parliament to account. And Parliament response immediately is the demand for this. It's very critical in building an open and trusting relationship with citizens. So the issue of open Parliament is well captured in our strategic plan. And one of the strategies to make our Parliament more open is to have an open data policy.
For GSS, our data sharing policy document is also in Parliament. But the data you'll be sharing with GSS will be different from the data you probably will be sharing with DSS, as well as the data that will be going out to the general public or academia.
I think that we can classify the information of the data to find out those that we can share freely and those that can be given or go for sale. Then we have to price them.
These are not structured. So somebody is holding everything on his laptop. When he goes on retirement, that's it. So the purpose of this conversation, that we are having, when Dr. Booth, we had a conversation about sharing data and so on, and getting particularly you senior people together. I think that's what we are trying to avoid. So that if we have a system in place, you don't get up and go on retirement and then just disappear with everything that, because it's not your personal thing.
I also believe that other people who come worrying us for data from time to time when we don't have it ready can always have access to it readily available anytime they need such data.